Do the brushes you use actually matter to the quality of your art? The first question many artists get asked, especially by other artists, is what brushes did you use? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's bad to take inspiration from artists you admire and learn from them. It's also really important to test things out yourself and see what works for you. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm painting bushes because I want to get better at drawing landscapes, and that's exactly what landscapes consist of, bushy stuff. I'm drawing in ibis paint, and every single brush I use is going to be written below the example, so that if you want to try this, you can easily find them. In every single example, the light is coming from the exact same spot, so that I can keep it consistent, and so that you can see how the shadows interact. I found these oil paint brushes very useful for quick texture because they are already kind of textured like fuzzy grass. And that's actually the number one thing I see making a difference when it comes to the brush you pick. It's the texture. If you use a brush that already has a lot of texture, you don't have to push it as much. But with this dip pen, you can see I had to put a lot more effort into making it look bushy because I had to add a lot more detail. The next brush is going to be the graphite pencil brush, and this is actually my favorite and go-to brush for literally everything. This is the only brush I use up until now. I found it easier to have one brush for everything so that I don't have to switch in the middle of drawing. I found it kind of distracting. So this is a great exercise for me to get out of my comfort zone as well, which is important for improvement. Now, why don't I share some tips I picked up along the way while learning to draw these bushes? If you want to make your bush look like it belongs in a sunny environment, when you're picking colors, make sure you pick the color closest to the light in a range of more yellowish green. And when you're moving closer to the shadow, make sure you go more into the blue. This is because of the ambient lighting of the blue sky and the sun. The direct sunlight is going to pull more towards yellow, and the shadows are going to be more towards blue. Because light bounces around, and when it bounces off the ground, because it's lit by the blue sky, it's going to appear a little more blue. Also, make sure you pick the right range of values. Here you can see I used about 4 values for this, which basically means make sure you pick very light and very dark colors. Don't be afraid of going darker and lighter. And to make your bushes look more natural, since nature is chaotic and not symmetrical, make sure you throw around those leaves and make sure it's unevenly shaped. You can also make the leaves go in different directions. It makes it look more dynamic. Just before I forget, I want to remind you that if you are enjoying this tutorial and you want to see more, don't forget to first of all subscribe. And if you're interested in exclusive tutorials as well as sketchbook tours featuring my personal drawings I don't post anywhere else, feel free to join my Patreon community. You can find the link to it in the description, and you can even join for free as well, and you'll get rewards anyway. In conclusion, yes, your brushes do matter, but only if you're trying to achieve a certain result. If you just want to draw a bush, you can see that all of these brushes did an amazing job. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you later. Bye!